Hello guys, so in our last video we discussed about reflection of light, spherical mirrors and the image formation by spherical mirrors. So in today's video we are going to learn about mirror formula, sign convention and magnification. So watch the complete video, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends. So as in last video we discussed the various case of image formation by spherical mirror. Now we are going to discuss the symbols used for spherical mirrors. As we know, when object is placed in front of a mirror, its image is formed by the mirror. Then we use certain symbol to represent the distances. So if we have a parallel axis for a spherical mirror, then the distance at which object is placed is known as u, and the distance at which image is formed is known as v. Then the height of the object is represented by small h. Similarly, the height of image is given a symbol h dash, and the radius of curvature, which we already discussed, represented by capital R, and the focal length from center to pole is represented by small f. So these are 6 symbols which we use to represent horizontal and vertical distances. Now these distances also have certain symbol. They may be positive or negative according to various conditions. For that we have to learn the sign convention in spherical mirrors. So in sign convention we learn how the positive and negative sign assigned to the various distance related with the spherical mirrors. So as we know, in case of spherical mirror, all the horizontal distances measured from the pole of mirror and all the vertical distances measured with respect to principal axis. Then as we use in graphical method, when we have two axes, x-axis and y-axis, then all the distance along x-axis right hand side is given positive sign, and all the distance on x-axis left hand side of horizon given the negative sign. Similarly, all the heights above horizon is given with positive sign, and all the heights below the horizon is given negative sign. The same concept we can use in spherical mirrors. For example, the distance of object u is always negative because we always place the object in front of the mirror. That's why towards left hand side of the pole it is given a negative sign. Second, the height of object. So the height of object is positive because it is above principal axis. So the height of object is positive. Then we have the distance of image. So if image form in front of mirror, then it is negative, and it happen only for real image. But when image formed inside the mirror, which is a virtual image, then that distance is given a positive sign. So for real image v is negative, and for virtual image v taken with the positive sign. Then the height of image h dash is negative for real image, because we know real image always inverted the form below principal axis, and positive for virtual image, because virtual images are erect, so they are formed above principal axis. Then the radius of curvature is negative for concave mirror because the center of curvature is lies towards the left hand side in concave mirror, but it is positive for convex mirror because in convex mirror radius of curvature lies toward right hand side because the center of curvature is virtual in convex mirror. Then the focal length also have the same sign as the radius of curvature, which is negative for concave and positive for convex. So as you observed, out of these 6 quantities, 2 are related with object, 2 are related with image, and 2 are related with spherical mirrors. So out of these 6 quantities, 4 remain same always, and these 2 vary according to the image formation. So now let's discuss the magnification in spherical mirrors. So magnification is basically the change in height or distance of image as compared to the object, and it is defined as the ratio of size of image with the size of object, and it can also defined as the ratio of distance of image with distance of object. So the ratio of height and the ratio of distance for image and object is always same. So when we equate these two relations, we get h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. Now the magnification also have certain properties with respect to spherical mirrors, that is, if m is equal to 1, then the height of image is same as height of object, so the image formed is same in size as the object. Number 2, if the value of m is greater than 1, that means the image formed is larger as compared to the object. Third, if the magnitude of magnification is less than 1, then the image is small as compared to the object. Then the next property we have, if m is negative, then image is real, because we know for real image h dash is negative and h is positive. And the last is, if magnification is positive, then image is virtual, because virtual image have positive height and object also have positive height, then magnification is also positive. So by memorize these 5 properties, we can identify any case of spherical mirror. For example, if we have the value m is equal to minus 2.5, then the sign and value read separately. The negative sign shows that the image is real. The value 2.5, which is more than 1, shows that image is large. So the large real image formed in the case 4 of concave mirror. Similarly, for another example, if m is equal to plus 0.5, then positive sign represent the virtual image, and 0.5, which is less than 1, represent the small image. So small virtual image can be formed by convex mirror. So by identifying the sign and the magnitude of magnification, we can identify any case related to spherical mirrors. Now let's discuss the mirror formula related to spherical mirrors, because it is very important to solve the numericals or to find the position, nature and size of image related to a particular case of spherical mirrors. So the mirror formula states that the reciprocal of focal length of spherical mirror is the sum of reciprocal of distance of image and the reciprocal of distance of object. So 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u, and this formula can also be represented in form of magnification. So as we know, magnification is minus v by u, and we can replace v is equal to minus mu. By putting this value in our equation, we get 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon minus mu plus 1 by u. Now we take u common in both the terms, so we get minus 1 by m plus 1 into 1 by u. Now by cross multiplying, we get u by f is equal to 1 minus 1 by m. By simplifying it, we get 1 by m is equal to 1 minus u by f, and 1 by m is equal to f minus u by f, and by cross multiplying we get magnification is equal to f upon f minus u. So this is the relation between magnification, focal length and distance of object. In the same way, we can relate magnification, focal length with the distance of image. Now always remember, whenever you are using any of these formula, put the value of respective term with their respective sign. So whenever you are putting the value of distance of object and distance of image, or the focal length or the magnification, use their respective sign which we discussed already. So to understand the use of mirror formula, let's take an example. So let an object of height 4 cm place in front of a concave mirror at a distance of 30 cm, and the focal length of concave mirror is 10 cm, and we have to find the position of the image formed by the mirror, height of the image formed by the mirror, and the nature of the image. For that, first of all, we have to write the given values. So we have the focal length that is equal to 10 cm for spherical mirror, then the distance of object that is 30 cm, third the height of object that is 4 cm. Now in second step, we have to mention their respective sign. So as we know, the mirror is concave. For concave mirror, focal length is negative. Then u is the distance of image, which is negative, and the height of image, which is positive. We already discussed in sign convention. Then by using mirror formula, we have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 by u. So now we are putting the value in the given formula. So we get 1 by minus 10 is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by minus 30. So in next step, move these negative sign above in their respective terms to avoid confusion. So we get minus 1 by 10 is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by 30. So 1 by v is equal to 1 by 30 minus 1 by 10. So 1 by v is equal to 30 is the LCM. 1 minus 3. So 1 by v is equal to minus 2 by 30, or we can say minus 1 by 15, and v is equal to minus 15 centimeter. So the distance of image is minus 15 centimeter, and we also observe the image is negative in distance, so it is a real image. Then for the height of image, we have magnification is equal to h dash by h, and we also have magnification minus v by u, and the relation between them is h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. So h dash by 4, which is the height of object, is equal to minus v is minus 15, u is minus 30. So there are 3 negative signs, so 2 are cancelled out, 1 remain. So h dash is equal to 4 into 1 by 2 with a negative sign, because 15 to the 30. So h dash is equal to minus 2 centimeter. So again the height of image is 2 centimeter and negative sign shows it is an inverted image. So the image formed in this case is real inverted at a distance of 15 centimeter and with the size of 2 centimeter. Now if you want to rectify your answer, you can verify with the case of concave mirror. When the object placed beyond center, the image formed between center and focus with the real and inverted properties. So 15 centimeter is lies between center and focus because focus is 10, radius is 20, then 15 is lies between 10 and 20, and negative sign in both the case shows the inverted image. So by using these particular steps, you can solve the numerical related to spherical mirrors, but always focus on the sign convention and do not hesitate to revise your solution. I hope this topic related to mirror clear to you, and if there is any doubt you can write in comment box or you can email us. We make separate video on the numericals and conceptual based on this chapter, and you can also get more study material at our website newerasolution.in. Till then, subscribe the channel and share the video with your friends.